Hey guys, are we live yet? Yes, we are live. It says. So I'm gonna check to make sure that I have volume and that you can see and hear me real fast.
When pastas need
I can see commercial. Give me just a second. Hello, Mom, Amy. Okay, we're good. Be sure to smash that like button on the way in. You can remove it if you don't like the content. But as you come in, go ahead and smash it. And then if you don't like what we do today, then smash it again on your way out. Go ahead and smash it twice on your way out. Let's see. Again, the link to Jace Medical is pinned to the top of the comment section. And I always mention Jace Medical because I am an affiliate. That's where you can go get you an emergency supply of antibiotics prescribed to you by board certified physician. And right now now they have started doing a year supply of medication for your chronic illnesses that you already have been seen and under care for by physician, and you already have your meds established where they can get you set up with a year supply of your medication. They don't accept insurance, though. Insurance isn't real big about paying for something that might take place. So there's that. Check it out if you want to. Hey, Ed's Crazy Adventures, Lorie Carp, Jody, I'm sorry, I can't read. Melham. So my eyes are tired, and it's really hard to read the chat unless I don't know, some words I can see. If it's an unfamiliar word, I really can't see it. So I'm just kind of guessing. And then there's the pictures, like Pure Okie. JB Conway's in here, and she's got her little logo on the side there. All is well. Thank you. The biggest thing going on right now, I said it right. Awesome. Now I don't remember how I said it. Melham. The biggest thing we have going on right now is, you guys, if you watched the last video, if you didn't, you need to, right? So in the last video, we banded the other two steers. I have never done that. And I didn't exactly do it by myself this time either. Amy was very hands-on, all up in my steer stuff, helping me with that. But I feel like I could do it if I had to. When it happens again, when we get another one, I feel like I can do it as long as the calf is restrained. But yeah, if you haven't seen that, go check that video out. And I can't get this how I want it, really. What's up, Diane? Amy. So the thing with that is I had a few people comment. I got a lot of comments on that video, which is really cool. But the thing with that video, they said we did it right. And I assumed that we did because Amy's had cows before. It's been a long time, but she has had cows before. And by the way, Amy is living in Abundant Grace Homestead in the chat. And she has a couple of cows at my house, and she was the one over helping with the banding because two of those calves are hers. And she put up a video as well, which was entertaining for me. I laughed out loud a few times watching her video. It's not very long, but so go check that out. Anyway, so in the comments section after that video, I had a few people comment saying that we should have given them a tetanus shot or CD&T, which CD&T has tetanus in it. And we didn't do that. And so I was going to see if anybody in here has done cattle. I don't know. Let's see if anybody in here has done cattle, and when they banded, did they give a tetanus shot? What's up, Charles at Fallen Arkansas Veterans? Hello. anyway, to see if I wanted to see if anybody else did tetanus shot. And this is banning. I mean, we didn't cut anything. We didn't cut it out. We banded them, and so we are going to. Hey, Brandon and Stephanie, live on the Eddy Family Farm. Good evening. Going to listen while I edit my video. Sounds good. What was I saying? Oh, we do intend on giving them a 7-way, and that is because of the black leg. That's what we're trying to prevent is the black leg. And so we got a 7-way vaccination sitting in my refrigerator, waiting for the youngest of the steers to, it's different calling them steers now. It's steer calf instead of a bull calf. Waiting on the youngest one to get old enough for them, because we were going to do them all at the same time. If you watch the videos, either one, you will see that we're not really set up to do this, and it's hard to gather them together. And so we were waiting on everybody to get old enough, and then we were going to vaccinate them all. But Amy, the 7-way would not have a tetanus in it, would it? A vaccination for tetanus, or how would you say that? Tetanus is not included in that vaccine, is it? Anyway, we were going to do that next weekend, right? So it'll be at least another week. Well, today's Monday, so over the weekend, it'll be, that long until they'll get that 7-way. But then I don't know if we should add a tetanus or CD&T to that. Not real big on injecting the animals with a whole lot of stuff, but the black leg I do know is important, and I do vaccinate my goats. I give them a yearly vaccinate the babies, and then I give them a yearly booster, the CD&T, because the tetanus is a bad deal, and I get my tetanus shot. Amy says the one I looked up did have tetanus in it. I didn't read your bottle. Well, I can't read my bottle. The print is too small. Even with glasses on, I can't read that. Okay, it has a shine to it too. So I don't know. At this point, I need magnifying glasses. And my glasses aren't real thick. It's not like my eyes get tired real easily, I guess. I'm at the computer all day at work. And then my right eye is paralyzed. So my left eye does most of the work. And and my right eye is more like, one of them government workers. It kind of sits back and take a lot of sick days and every national holiday off. So it puts a lot of strain on the real worker, which is my left eye. And so by the end of the day, it is hard for me to see anything. I could have read all of these this morning, but not now. Plus I did some editing. And something else that I want, so I don't see something else that I wanted to talk about is my phone. Are you guys seeing on the news? Are you guys seeing on the news about what is it? Poison hemlock? Is that what it's called? So we have a bunch of these flowers out in my yard, in my front yard, and in over where we had the calves when we banded them. And there's a little bit out in the field, but not a whole lot. But it's also across the street and down the road. Like everybody has it. As I'm headed to work, I can look on either side of the street, and there's some on both sides of the street. It's all over. And any more root beers around? So we're trying to figure out if what is in my yard is the poison hemlock, because the other day there was a thing on Facebook from one of the local news stations. I mean, I say local. It was a I don't know which station it was, but it was an Oklahoma news station. Had an article about the poison hemlock, and I didn't read the whole thing, but it's around. And to be careful, watch out for it. and it looks very similar, or not, like what's out at my property. But the thing is, there are a lot of plants apparently, because I try to Google it. There's a lot of plants that look like that. But the local news channel had an article about it, and then last night or the night before? Diane here in the chat. What's up, Jovita? Oh, now we can start the chat. Jovita's here. Diane sent me a news clip out of Texas. It was a video though, and this woman had got into poison hemlock, and it almost killed her. She was outside pulling weeds, out of her garden or her yard, cleaning out just weeds, and didn't realize that it was actually poison hemlock. And she got it all over her and started it started burning. And so she thought that, I don't know, it seemed like she didn't know it was poison hemlock. There was burning and she thought it was something. I don't remember what it was. But she took a shower to try to wash this off, and she ended up going to the hospital. But they said because she took a shower, that might have saved her life. I don't know how they treated it. But anyway, just that's recently, that's in Texas and Oklahoma. So I'm very concerned that what is in our yard is the poison hemlock, but I'm not really sure how to tell. Tina, hello. Let's look at the, anyway, if any of you are familiar with the hemlock and the lookalikes, check it out on like any of the videos when we're out, especially if we're out working with the cows, and see if it looks like that to you. It looks very similar to Queen Anne's lace, which is supposed to be edible, but it's not. It's not Queen Anne's lace. But when you try to go look up poison hemlock, I mean, it looks exactly like what's out there. But then there's other plants that look exactly like what's out there. To me, anyway, I can't tell the difference. Kay Barnes is in here. Good evening. You know what's weird about live streams, especially doing them by yourself? Ed Kirkpatrick. What's up, Ed? What's weird is I can talk and then, talk and talk and talk, and it feels like, well, you're talking too much, and then you're quiet, and there's no one else to fill in the quiet spots. Hey, Cindy. I think it says Cindy. Looks like Cindy to me. Hello, Cindy. Getting all these notifications on my phone is distracting me. Before I went to the expo, Okie Homesteading Expo, which was awesome. Guys, if you didn't make it to the Okie Homesteading Expo, you need to try next year. Because like last year was good. I really enjoyed last year. This year was even better. And they're already talking about next year. And so as much work and planning that they put into it, I don't know how it's not going to get better each year. Kay Barnes says, how's mom and dad's house going? Getting close this month. The end of this month, today's the 12th. We're hoping to start moving them in. They've got, they're supposed to start building a fence out there, fencing in the whole place in the next couple of days. Let's see. They have a septic out there, and they have the well working, and they have a house. The outside is painted. They were going to put rock up at the front by the doors, and it wasn't done. It was supposed to be done last week, but it wasn't. So I'm wondering if when I get home, if maybe that's not done. or at least got the rock out there. They've painted, the last time I was in the house, they had most of the inside of the house painted. They've got the kitchen cabinets up, and the kitchen cabinets, that would include where the counters are going to go, but they did not have the countertops. And last week, the countertop guy was supposed to come in and measure so that he can set the countertops in this week. So then let's see what else. It wasn't last weekend. I think it was the weekend before last. I noticed they didn't have all of the trim up. They didn't have all the baseboards, but they had a lot of it. And then they got to do flooring. There's still a dishwasher in the box sitting in my living room that they need to put in over there. And there's also a wood burning stove in my shop that's got to be put in over there. So I know those two things aren't done yet, but we're hoping to. Mom says they are planning on doing the rock Thursday or Friday. Okay. It's Thursday or Friday. So Mom, are they still on schedule to get you guys start moving in the end of this month? And what Mom's in the other room, but I'm talking to her on here, asking questions that I probably should already know the answer to. Let's Trade Paint. Hello. They said hello from Oklahoma. How are you guys doing? So Mom says, yeah, she thinks so. Everybody say hi to Let's Trade Paint. So anyway, the Okie Homestead thing. Before I left, I had eggs in the incubator. I had 20 turkey eggs, and I had some, those black Orpingtons. Remember the rooster that kept getting out? Clipped his wings. Anyway, eggs from there. And I had one death layer egg, which I didn't think would hatch. Actually, I think I had two. I had the first two that she laid. I didn't think either one of those would hatch because they were kind of older, by the time they got a chance to get in the incubator. One of them was, one of the death layer eggs was not fertilized, and the other one started growing, and actually it grew. It started pipping on hatch day, and then it didn't make it out. It died. And 8. I think 8 of the turkeys, 9 of the turkeys hatched, and one of them died. And I gave 2 to a friend, Brenda, and sold the other 6. Like within a couple of days. When those turkeys hatch, I don't have to, I put them in a brooder because they have to stay warm, but I don't have to. I feed them once and water them once, and I get them sold before I ever have to change anything. It's really crazy how the turkeys are selling. Wasn't expecting that. Don't know what to expect next year, but we suspect that it has something to do with the turkey shortage that we had last year. I mean, there's some people that were eating canned ham and turkey for Thanksgiving because there was a shortage, and there was the whole trucking and chain supply mess up. But hopefully how is your garden doing? Hoping no one would ask. So the garden. So I don't know how to garden. And I don't know how to remember to water. But so as far as the stuff coming up by seed, that didn't happen. Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors, hello. You're not too late. We're just 19 minutes in here. Hello, Lila. Hurry, somebody change the subject before I have to tell her about this garden. No, seriously, I don't think the seeds, what we planted from seed, did not grow, did not germinate. Hi, Christy. So we bought plants. Bought okra and a couple of bell peppers. I lied to you. We did plant potatoes, and they are growing, best I can tell. Oh, and we planted onions, and those are growing. I mean, that stuff's underground, so I'm assuming it's growing above ground. So anyway, something's growing there, but then the rest. Well, we didn't really plant a whole lot. But it didn't germinate. We bought okra and we bought bell peppers and planted those. Those seem to be doing okay. We'll see if they make it or not. The rain that we have been getting lately has really helped because I don't always remember to water. But I started the tomato plants that we do have tomato plants, and the ones that we have out there, I started inside. The problem was that it kept getting cold. It was late before I could put them out, and I put them out, and most of them look like they're doing okay. A couple of them are actually starting to grow tomatoes, and then there's another one that is starting to flower, but the others are starting. They're like growing. They're getting leaves, but they haven't even flowered or anything. What's to happen there? And then once they could start growing tomatoes, and then you get this stupid bugs, and I could lose them there. I don't know. I'm really not good at gardening. I only have a couple cantaloupe plants and cucumber and cantaloupe, watermelon, and then we have a couple of pumpkins that we bought, pumpkin plants. But we will see. But I try to avoid that garden topic because it's rough. It's rough. Jailbait and Tackle Outdoor says 27 likes for this nice lady, but 29 watching. Please like when you can. Yes, we like the like button. We're at 20. I see 28. I see actually 32 people in here and 28 likes, 28 thumbs up. Huga Homestead. Kim Montgomery says you're going in and out. Am I buffering, guys? Because that has been apparently the situation the last couple of times I've tried to go live. Diane McMahon says she cannot hear me. Can you guys hear me? Life on the Eddie Family Farm says I look good. Well, don't you know it? I'm kidding. Deborah had to refresh, okay? And I guess that helped. We do. Don't kid. Own it, girl. We do have. Christy says you are buffering just a bit now and then. Can hear you loud and clear. I can see and hear you okay, says Lorie Carp. And Deborah says it helped when she refreshed. So if you're having problems, maybe try refreshing, and hopefully that will do something. Kay Barnes, it's a little stormy there. Looks good, sounds good, says Lila. You're buffering bad, says Kim. I don't know how to fix it. I wish I could. Susie Jacobson, where have you been? Oh, there are two Kims in here. One says I'm buffering bad, and the other one refreshed, and it helped. Living in Abundant Grace said she refreshed, and that helped her in. Huga, raise one hand over your head, and we'll tell you if we see it. No. I was telling about your pepper scam. Oh yeah, I was gonna watch that video. Something came up. I need to be sure to watch that. Delighted Acres Farm. Delighted Acres Farm went out and came back in, and it looks fine. And I'm glad you said something. So hello for being here. I've got you on my phone and my Apple TV, so it's on both of my devices. I was going to say something. I got distracted by the chat. I hate it when I get distracted. I usually come back though, don't I? Gray Wolf Outdoors Homestead. Hello. Yeah, I need to watch that. What was the title of that video where y'all got scammed? The one about getting scammed. It had something to do with scam in it. Elaine, hello. I was talking about no, I wasn't talking about, I thought I was done with my garden. I thought I was done talking about that. It seems like I was talking about something. Oh, I know what it was actually. Now, we do have some animals coming next weekend, hopefully. It was supposed to be this weekend and it didn't happen, but we will have an addition or additions to the homestead. So watch for that video this weekend. I have no idea what's coming out Wednesday. Usually I put out videos Wednesdays and Sundays. And usually I film on the weekends, but not always, because the weekends is when I'm off. But sometimes when I get home, that's when we film. We got scammed. Was it a mistake? Was the name of it. We got scammed. Was it a mistake? Okay. I will have to go watch it. But I can't yet. Don't mention the garden. Right. Yeah. It's embarrassing. I mean, I'm glad, Kim, that you can see it now. Yeah, it's embarrassing because, whoa, JB, you switched accounts. Here's another like for my other one. Love you, Lorie. Keep it up doing you. Wait, keep it up. You're doing great. Thank you. JB Conway is pure Okie. Kim, you talking about Brandon and Stephanie's video? I cheated though. Wasn't sure the name of it. That's Brandon's thing. Okay. Life on the Eddy family. What? I just now noticed it was Life on the Eddy family farm. I still call y'all Brandon and Stephanie no matter which one you're on, because the last time I thought it was you and I was actually talking to Brandon and he was on your channel. Got to scoot. Work to be done in the garden. Ed, you ain't right. We'll see you later, Ed. Thanks for stopping by. Hello, Mom S. Gentry, says Elaine. We watched the banding video. All I could think of was the band is going to slip off too soon and the calves were going to feel the pain. Glad it worked out. Yeah, those bands are pretty thick. No, there was no slipping off. That sucker was on there. It was hard. Amy had to get the band off of off the thing for me because it was like difficult. Hers came off a little bit more easier though. LOL, it's Steph. We try to keep you on your toes. Yes, you do. Yep, they have 2 channels. Just saying, hey to everyone eating dinner and phone at the same time. The banding had me rolling. Christy, from laughter, trying to catch the calves? Like, really, one got away and took off down the road, and not Chris, but Curtis and Greg had to go chase it down and cut it off and bring it back up our way. And it was like, oh my gosh, I just lost this calf, because there's nothing but land. I mean, it's just, and he can fit through any fence. He's little. He is so little. I'm wondering like how long it will take for him to get big enough for the processing date. There is no date because I just don't have any idea how long it'll take him. Use baby powder on the bands. It helped. Really? Amy, you hear this? Baby powder on the bands. Huga, you were so brave in that banding video. I wouldn't have been able to do it. So the one he said no to the banding. The one he probably did. He wasn't going down without a fight. That's why he ran. But the one you hear, the one hollering in the video, that's actually the mother. It wasn't the calf. And I'm like, as I'm editing, I'm like, oh, this sounds horrible. I mean, this sounds like this calf's in pain, but it wasn't the calf making the noise. It was mom hollering because we had the calf and she was on the other side of the fence. So the calves did not act like they were in pain. They just didn't want us holding them down. They didn't want us banning them either, but didn't seem to be real painful to them. And then it cuts off I'm sure it was painful. To an extent, but it cuts off the circulation. So after a while, they're not feeling it because there's no circulation to it. A little bit of love. Hello from North Texas. I think he's gonna hit a growth spurt and shoot up and catch up to everybody else. Amy, I hope you're right. See y'all and have a great night. Man, I really can't see. Okay, thank you. Let's trade paint for coming in. I'm waiting on my homemade chili to get done. Can't wait. I need homemade chili. The whole thing, especially actual process of y'all doing it, and Amy's kid that was videoing and partially narrating for you. Sean's a character. Sean is a character. Hold up, wait a minute. Guess who is inside and stationary? What's up? Out and about with Sam I am? You're a little late. I put up with that for most people, but you know the itinerary. You've got it right in front of you. You know what time you're supposed to be where. Just kidding. I keep moving the time a little bit, not much, on these lives. Yeah, no, he wasn't. Hugo Holmes said he was not. That wasn't him. None of them made any noise when we were doing that. If you look, the first one that we did on there wasn't any hollering. And that's because his mom didn't care. But the second one, that was the mother. She was on the other side of the fence, but it was right there. It was like right over our shoulders. So it was loud. It jumped. Sorry, guys. Trying to watch the chat. The whole thing, especially the actual process of y'all doing it, and Amy's kid that was videoing and partially narrating. Christy, if you haven't seen, go watch her video on it. It is a little bit different because there was Sean. Okay, I started out videoing, and then when we actually went to do the banding, me doing it, Sean took over on the filming. And then same thing for Amy. She started out with the camera, but then when we started banding, catching them and banding, then Savannah, I couldn't think of her name. Savannah, her daughter, Sean's sister, was filming for her. And there was a lot she had to cut out Amy, how old is Savannah? She was too short for a lot of the filming, so and she's younger than Sean. But you should go see Amy's video, because that one had me laughing. Did you sell your buckling yet, Susie? I have not sold my buckling. I have a buckling and a doling that I'm trying to sell. And if anybody's interested, email me, lghomestead@yahoo.com. Hola, zombie prepper. The calf is so pretty. He is. They are. All of them. They've got the same father, a lot alike. It is so nice here. I was outside and got the late notice on my phone. When you're ready for your gift. Hello, Cassie. So we're going to have to try that baby powder that you're talking about. Cassie, whenever you're ready. Whenever. Cassie can't go out of town without thinking about me, y'all. Savannah's 8, she said. 8 with attitude. She will put you in your spot. I will definitely be going over after the live. I'm watching that. Out and about with Sam I Am. Smash that thumbs up, folks. Let's make Lorie's channel pop. Absolutely. Actually, I have more thumbs up than I have people in here, so we're doing pretty good, I think. Y'all, since that last video, not the last video, from the Okie Homestead Expo, got a good response, got a lot of views, way more than I usually get. I'm not used to that. I've forgotten what the number is, and got a lot of new subscribers, which is really cool. And then I thought this last video put out, it was the next one right after the Okie Homesteading Expo, and I thought, well, now I'm gonna put up my first video since they subscribed, and I'll lose some subscribers because they're like, no, this ain't what I thought it was. And I did. Right out of the gate, I lost one. But then I gained 8 more from that video. So we're going to catch up with the chat next week. Really? Is it that bad? That's not nice. I can't wait till you go live. It's like the word testicles wouldn't come out of y'all's mouth when one kept dropping. I have to go look. I don't remember. What are we agreeing with Sam about? Oh, if it's about my channel getting thumbs up, carry on. Delighted Acres. Gotta go. We harvested carrots and onions. At least you can grow them. So homemade veggie soup is on the menu tonight. Catch y'all later. Thank you for coming in and enjoy the soup. I'm jealous that you can grow it and I can't. Christy, unsubscribed. I keep getting Cassie. Well, Cassie, she's confused. She's leaving me. Why did you lose subscribers? I lost one. I put up a video, and it's just sometimes that happens. They'll subscribe for okay, let's say you get like a shout out from a larger channel or just another channel. It doesn't even have to be larger. They'll mention you, and so a bunch of people will run over and subscribe. I don't guess they're running, but they'll come over, they'll subscribe, and then you'll put your next video out, and they're like, watch it or part of it and say, well, this isn't what I thought I was subscribing to, or this isn't my thing. And so they'll unsubscribe. Sometimes though, it's YouTube. It just happens. Sometimes I've been unsubscribed to channels I know I was subscribed to and I watch. And I'll be thinking, I haven't seen that channel in a while, and I'll go look for them, and I'm not subscribed, and it wasn't me that unsubscribed. It can go either way. But I gained several new subscribers from that last video I put out anyway. So I guess it makes up for it. I gained more than I lost. So Lorie, your gardening will get better every year, and you learn more and more each year. I do, Lorie. I do learn more and more each year. It just seems to take so long. Well, especially if I'm putting it on camera. If I'm putting it on camera, it's like another mistake. I'm showing them another mistake. Just want to learn super fast when everybody's watching it, Some people can't handle the reality of homesteading. This is true. I thought so. All the comments on that has been really good. I thought that we would get some negative comments. One on Greg dumped the water on the birds, trying to get them to come out. But two, when we had the kids, or we let the kids, we didn't have them. We let them get involved. They wanted to. Put the calves down on their side and then their back to do that. They wanted to be up in that. And so I thought, I don't know. Somebody's going to say something. But so far, hadn't happened. Nothing negative anyway. Pure Okie, send me some merch, and I will rep your channel everywhere I go. Talked to several people about you at the Ozark meetup this weekend. Love you, Galfriend. Never heard that. JB, send me an email. Wait, you don't have to. Yes, you do. I need some sizes. I start saying I have your your address is on that little card you sent me, but I need sizes. Oh, well, peace out to them. Love your channel. Not sure why they subscribe prior to checking the channel out anyway. This is true. Because somebody probably told them. Or like the homesteading video. Sometimes people just go through and subscribe to all of them. And then, I don't know, watch and get rid of the others. I don't know how it works. I did not get all these subscribers, over 200, it was okay, I'm wanting to say 260 something, but I don't know the exact number. But it would be 250 something from the expo, from that video, most of them from that video that I put out. And then of course there are going to be some from videos that people put out that I was in and they mentioned. But that didn't happen last year. I remember that we did a video last year. I remember that we were there last year. I remember some of last year, and we volunteered there, but we didn't get a lot of subscribers like this time. I wasn't expecting that. So it was really cool to get it, because I was not expecting that to happen. 200 subscribers and overnight is a lot for me. I don't know how the rest of the world does it, but for us it's quite a bit. Kim says, If I subscribe, I will stay. I like watching you guys. I'm about to eat dinner, so see you in the next video. Love and blessings from this old Bama girl. Okay, Kim, thank you. Enjoy your dinner. Hey, Kathy. Christy, like Mike with Fowler family, farm, fun. The cornhole game between him and Greg was funny. Yeah, they kind of took that a bit serious. All right, Stephanie, thank you for coming in. And actually, I'm not going to be on here that much longer. So I think I could hang out with y'all. Walkers, Eddies. Seems like my kind of people. I know the Walkers and Eddies are my kind of people. Pretty cool people. I think I'm going to go ahead. I think I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. It's kind of short, but I need to get on home and check on those calves, and we need to feed and water and all that good stuff. Greg needs to be practicing. Yeah, he has a cornhole set. He plays when we have company who will play with him, but he needs to get out there and he needs to measure it out and just practice on his own. I'll tell him that. Get out of the house, go practice. I'll tell him that. All right, guys, thank you for coming in. Don't forget, if you haven't already, if you're interested, there is that Jace Medical affiliate link. And you guys have a good week.